Norway is a country that, just 50 years ago, was one of the poorest nations in Europe. Today it is recognized as one of the richest and happiest countries in the world. Located in the western part of Scandinavia in Northern Europe, Norway is a Nordic nation where in some regions, the sun never sets for 6 months and never rises for the next 6 months. This extraordinary natural phenomenon is the result of Norway's unique geographical location. Because much of the country lies within the Arctic Circle, it experiences the magical phenomena of the midnight sun and the polar night. From May to July, the sun remains above the horizon for 24 hours a day in the northern parts of the country. In contrast, from November to January, those same regions experience continuous darkness. Norway covers an area of 385,207 square kilometers, making it about 2.5 times larger than Bangladesh. Yet despite its vast size, the country has a surprisingly small population. According to data from January 2022, the country's population was approximately 5.425 million, which is even smaller than the population of Dhaka City. This means that only about 16.5 people live per square kilometer, making Norway the second least densely populated country in Europe. Because of this low population density, nature has been able to thrive and rule the land in its own way for thousands of years. One of Norway's most fascinating features is its unique geographical shape. The country resembles a long, narrow snake stretching about 2,500 kilometers from north to south. To the east lies Sweden, sharing a 1,619-kilometer-long border with Norway. This border is so remarkably straight that it looks as if it were drawn with a ruler. However, Norway's true beauty lies along its coastline. Stretching for nearly 25,000 kilometers, this coastline is one of the greatest natural masterpieces on Earth. It is home to thousands of fjords, deep, narrow inlets carved by massive glaciers millions of years ago, which are now filled with the salty waters of the sea. Norway's climate is one of nature's greatest mysteries. Despite being located so far north, its climate is far milder than that of other regions at the same latitude, such as Siberia or Alaska. Norway's landscape is incredibly diverse. Around 37% of the country is covered by mountains, with the Scandinavian mountains stretching from north to south like the nation's backbone. This land of towering peaks and glaciers is also home to thousands of lakes and rivers. By harnessing the power of these waterways, Norway generates about 96% of its electricity from hydropower, making it one of the world's cleanest energy producers. Approximately 38% of Norway is covered by forests, mainly consisting of spruce, pine, and birch trees. These trees are remarkably cold-resistant, remaining green and healthy even in temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius. The timber produced from these harsh conditions is exceptionally strong and is widely regarded as some of the finest wood for premium furniture. Norway's coastal waters are home to magnificent wildlife, including giant whales, orcas, seals, and countless species of fish. But how did the people living in this rugged, icy land become one of the happiest nations on Earth? The answer lies in a unique social philosophy known as janteloven, or the law of humility. It teaches that no one should consider themselves more important than others. As a result, the salary gap between a company's CEO and a cleaner is far smaller than in many other Western countries. This spirit of equality forms the foundation of Norway's remarkable welfare state. After the birth of a child, parents receive 46 weeks of fully paid parental leave, including 15 weeks of mandatory paid leave for fathers. This policy encourages fathers to play an equal role in raising their children, making Norway one of the world's leading countries in gender equality. Norwegians also share a deep spiritual connection with nature. Their law, known as the right to roam, allows anyone to hike, camp, and spend the night in almost any natural area free of charge, even on private land, as long as they respect nature and leave no damage behind. Norwegians are also famous for their honesty and tolerance. Although about 68% of the population is officially registered as Christian, only around 2% regularly attend church. Most people believe that religion is a personal matter, allowing followers of Islam, Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, and other faiths to live together with mutual respect. December 1969 marked a turning point in Norway's history when enormous oil reserves were discovered beneath the North Sea. Just 50 years ago, Norway was one of Europe's poorest countries where many people survived through fishing and logging. Today, its GDP per capita exceeds $73,450, nearly 26 times higher than that of Bangladesh. Perhaps Norway's wisest decision was how it managed its oil wealth. Instead of spending the revenue immediately, the government invested it in the Government Pension Fund Global. Today, the fund is worth approximately $1.7 trillion, making it the world's largest sovereign wealth fund. Using this enormous fund, Norway has invested in more than 900 companies worldwide, including global technology giants such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. Thanks to these extraordinary policies, natural resources, and social values, Norway has become one of the world's most livable, happiest, and most prosperous nations. If you found this documentary informative, please share it with others. Documentary by Ataur. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe and stay with us for more amazing documentaries.